Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to talk today about the Sun trining Venus trining Aquarius in Saturn. What does that mean? Hit the thumbs up early. Thank you for checking out the channel. This is PernellBobby, your astro therapist, helping you to alleviate suffering. Alleviate, not solve, not get rid of, alleviate. All right, I'm not here to solve all your problems. That's your job. But I can sure as hell help. All right, all while leveraging astrology. So here's what I got for you. Here's the harmonious energy in the sky right now. We gotta find in these darker 6 months of the year the harmonious energy and put our focus on what is working positively for us. Not toxic positivity and abiding by the cultural rules and guidelines of toxic positivity, but rather recognizing that, look, there's enough hard tension square moments that's going to hit you in the face, so you don't really have to seek for that, right? You don't have to overanalyze and put yourself in a hyperinflated sense of danger, basically completely ignoring things like trines. Trines are much stronger than sextiles, okay? When a planet is trining, the harmonious aspect that it brings, if you understand it, two separate energies, is much more potent than a sextile. Not that sextiles don't matter, because they do, but trines are stronger, okay? And Aquarius and Libra, trining these two energies, the Sun and Libra, which is technically in more of a fall, more of a detriment. It's not the strongest sun that is in existence. Now you have Venus as well, who is not exalted, but it's dignified. It's home in Libra. The difference is, keep in mind that visibly in the sky, Libra cannot be seen right now, where other times where it's been here, like when Venus is in Taurus, for example, another dignified planet, you can see it in the sky, but right now you can't. So it will diminish the effects a little bit of this trine, yet and still, it is potent, okay? They're gonna trine at 18 degrees. Saturn in Aquarius at 18 degrees, the degree of Virgo, but also the degree where it's, malefic. It's definitely one of the more evil degrees according to Nicola's work, Nicola Stanovich. Forgive me if I pronounce his name wrong. So it's more about what needs to be nurtured that is already out of alignment. Because the degree is where everything is like basically these incurable illnesses, it's like, well, what about your structures? What about your own discipline in life when it comes to technology, when it comes to the internet, when it comes to media outlets, all things Aquarian, astrology, okay, higher knowledge, higher wisdoms from life forms outside of Earth and the intelligence that a human can understand at a conscious level. It's like, in what ways are you being disciplined within all those principles, those principalities? Okay, all those areas and subjects of life, Aquarian related, your friends, your groups, your network. Where are you being, how are you being disciplined within those networks, within those friends? Are you spending too much time, okay, in a tribe that is actually hurting you? All right, are you spending too much time watching a certain channel user, channel reader that is hurting you at a point that's not allowing you to embrace your own intuition? And that includes me. So it's like Libra at the 18th degree as well, will, in the Sun, trining, we'll look at like, hey, this is where your power lies. Libra is your power. Not Libra, but the Sun itself is your power. It is your authority, okay? It's the area where, you know, recognition and conscious awareness are very potent, easy, simple. So what we need to definitely look at when it comes to this is knowing that Libra is still a masculine energy, and the Sun is a masculine presence as well as Aquarius and Saturn, okay? But it's at a degree of the feminine, a degree of the feminine willing to destroy and get rid of what does not work. So we just came out of a lot of the Mercury is officially in Libra as well now, today, like October 11th or October 10th, 2022. So it's like, we just came out of Virgo. Virgo has this energy of like the Kali goddess, okay? So Kali goddess is like this warrior goddess who, you know, will literally swallow demons, swallow evil entities whole. She kills them and takes them from the inside, and then she poops them back out in her own way, okay? So it's like, this is happening with this energy on the masculine. So it's saying, be clear, be assertive, be direct, and don't be competitive. Don't be aggressive. Aggression is different than assertive, okay? Don't be blah, 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 okay? So it's like, check in with these masculine wounds check in with, essentially, like, it's literally asking us to check in with our masculine wounds. Why? Because Chiron in Aries just went over, right? I believe it's at 14 degrees, so it's like we're talking self-worth. And let me confirm that. Okay, 13 degrees. It was at 14, I thought. Okay, so Libra going across this energy, as I type in my town, I'm in Guadalajara, Mexico. No, that's not Guadalupe. Guadalupe. It's at Guadalajara. Guadalajara. Okay, bang. So it's like Chiron, all these energies, as they pass over, Venus is the closest to it. So like yesterday, the day before, especially, it was right over that 13 degrees, and 13 degrees is the degree of Aries, degree of the self. But the next step, the second deacon of this Aryan fire. So it's not unevolved entirely, but it's also not at its mastery in this healing part of the journey. And it's asking us to value, how can we, separate in relationships with others, ourselves, as well as from our partners, but at a healthy rate, in a way that is, again, therapeutic, not controlling and not manipulative, okay? But therapeutic, recognizing, hey, look, through conversation, this is a tremendous time with this trining energy, two wind signs. When you talk wind, air elements, okay, between Saturn Aquarius and Libra, and we have 3 planets in Libra, Mercury in Libra, Venus in Libra, the Sun in Libra. It's asking us to value our weaknesses in relationship dynamics, because Venus is that glyph, but the glyph also speaks about, where are we weak or even potentially addicted, even though it's something that we naturally value, something that we can understand. Well, our values itself are subjective, okay? They have a subjective element. It's our feelings are involved in the things we value. So if we essentially don't focus on things like moderation in Venus, okay, rather than overindulgence, this is a negative side effect of Venus. Overindulgence, this is the addiction, this is the weakness. And because at the 18th degree, when it's going to trine, I feel like it's mostly about talking and communicating through what are the maybe the things that actually need to get that need to improve, because 18th is still Virgo, even though it's a malefic degree. It's like, what are the things that needs to improve as for how we are, I don't want to say dissecting, but pushing forward, cardinal wind, how are we pushing forward in new discussions, new relations, and what topics are we potentially just skipping and ignoring that need to be discussed when it comes to the structures that we have. So if I give an example, it's like I discussed with a group of mine, the abundant reality, I discussed with them, this is the structure that I see fitting best, because Pluto in Aquarius is coming, and if you do not have memberships, if you do not have a community, if you do not have a base where people can come and basically wine and dine while using the internet as a part of your business model, you will fail. And this is just like me communicating, look, this could be bad, but because we are talking about what could bad happen, because Aquarius is futuristic, the trine is allowing these discussions and actually for us to see a new intellectual push forward in the friendships that support, okay, the structures and the realities, because Saturn is like a reality type of planet, right? It's about reality. It's like, look, this is real. And Aquarius is like, I know how to use what's real, okay? I know how to use and how to balance, Libra, what is. And so this is the type of energy where it's like, talking to your partner, your whether in business, your friendship, your lover, it would be very and tremendously therapeutic right now. And it will help you to see where can you improve and actually nurture your mind, because of the air energy. Where can you nurture your mental thoughts, your mind, with a very clear, logical, and rational thinking? And how can you value the therapy that speaking with your partners who basically matter most, okay, or even people who you see as a potential authority figure. Now, this could be legit a girlfriend if you have, authority figure issues with your mom. Let's just say it's like this could reflect this, because masculine energy projects, okay, in its health. So it will project potentially, if I'm a male, onto a female, where it's like maybe it's really asking me to better address boundaries with my own mother so I can better show up in this relationship with a lover, okay? So this is an example, and this has actually happened in my life. Like, I took that as one of the real examples in my life at a point. And so it's like this trine energy is able to finally do this and see it for the therapy that it's worth, okay? As we go through the healing of our own masculine, okay? Because Aries is in Chiron still, and Jupiter is there, so Mercury will reflect this once again, once it passes over, because it's 0 degrees right now, Mercury, Jupiter's at 1 degrees. Get ready to step back into Pisces, where we go back through the full healing of what everything I'm speaking about. And then it will go direct again in November, and in December, Aries will be back in Jupiter. So this theme will return. Now, the fact that I'm speaking about this while the moon is in Taurus will eventually make some nice aspects with Pluto in Capricorn, Earth. Capricorn run by who? Saturn. Saturn is where? Aquarius, so we have to understand how to apply this. We have a tremendous healing coming from what are the power dynamics and the fears that we have had within the structures that were being required to basically accelerate rapidly and revolutionize Aquarius. We're being asked to be more eccentric with the platforms that we're using to commune in groups and societies, and how those networks can help and support you. I gave to my group the other day, I said, look, my clients are my friends, and my friends support me. My clients are my friends, and my friends support me. Clients is literally Libra, one-on-one, the negotiations, the paperwork. This is a good time with the Trine energy. Get your paperwork in order. If you got to do something with taxes in the government, go ahead and report that shit in. Get it in. Okay, you got to do something. I don't have an example right there in that moment, but my clients are my friends, and my friends support me. And there's something, clients being Libra, friends being Aquarius, okay? True friendship being Aquarius, not intentional and not even just curious, acquaintances, but like true friends, people who support the parts that are unique about you. We're going through a healing, and we're recognizing how have we engaged with people who did not support what I am, Aries, and what are the wounds about this? And you're gonna start realizing what are the trigger words, right? I remember actually dating a girl that had said to me one time, be a man, and it's like, oh, what the fuck? And it was like such a trigger. But what was the real trigger? The trigger was me having my own father, and that divorce and the parents splitting. The thing was, take care of your mother and your sister. You're the man now. So it's like when I hear that trigger is bringing me back to what are my own personal masculine wounds. So this is a prime example of Chiron and Aries is in the healing, 13th degree, of evolving that consciousness one more step up, okay, in the second decan. Libra has the ability to go ahead and do that in opposition, so it will bring up some tension, but has the potential to do that in a more harmonious way, okay? And through talking. If you talk, you will essentially be able to address authority figures, which is like an Aryan type energy in this wound, authority figures in a new way, in a way that does not have to become an ego battle or something where you begin to compete. And I found myself in certain instances in my life competing. So now I better start looking at this and actually heal this energy as Jupiter goes back. So ultimately, this whole trine is allowing us to, with the sun in Libra, look at our power and our authority, okay, and how other people see us and how we see ourselves in a more conscious yet balanced way. It's about not getting caught only in the mind, but bringing the mind into the heart and the heart back into the mind, and making sure that they're cohesive and coherent, and they know how to work and operate together, okay, so that we can be clear, logical, and assertive in our health as we step into Pluto in Aquarius, where, like I said, communities, groups, all of that will be an absolute non-negotiable. So take this early warning, heads up front, March 2023, Pluto will go into Aquarius. You must, in my personal opinion, think about, and your business models, okay, how will your hopes and dreams be supported by your friends? Thank you. Hit this thumbs up and the subscribe button. I want to say thank you for rocking and vibing with me. I appreciate you. There's always more, okay? Value this and hit that thumbs up, subscribe button, and actually just check out if you want to do all my bookings on one thing now. If you want to book an astrotherapy session with me, it's on this one link that says blast off, okay? If you want to look at my email list, it's on this one link that says blast off, all right? Check it in my description. You also will see it in the live chat, all right? If you want Angel Reiki, you want to do an angelic Reiki with me, it's in my blast off key button. And memberships are coming closer to November, so right now you'll see the options. Don't book it, but you will see the options. Even if you book it, I'm telling you, it's not starting until November, even in the blast off, but it's there in the blast off link. So I'll say thank you. There's one more example of how the trine energy of the Libra and something like groups. I'm hosting memberships in Aquarius. One more example about me now talking to you. I'm clarifying what are the gaps, okay? So like, don't book it. Don't book the memberships, okay? My one-on-one services are still available at the moment. Don't book the memberships. Talking about this is helping me to get rid of the parts of the system that does not work, okay? Like right now, that part doesn't work. I'm actually going to go do it right now on this trine energy for me, myself. I'm going to say, love, I thank you, I appreciate you. And, thank you for all your support. I really do tremendously help it. Thank you for that thumbs up.